Welcome to this Ready to Craft. In this video, I will show you how to create an easy cornice board using Readi-Board foam board. To begin, you will need to take some measurements of the window you plan on decorating. My window is 47 inches wide, but we will want the board to be wider, so I'm going to make it 49 inches. I already have hanging points from the previous window treatments. These are 3.5 inches long. I'm going to add an additional 1/4 inch to have a little wiggle room. My final measurement is how tall I'd like my cornice board. I'm going to have to use 2 pieces of Readi-Board. I'm going to add up 49 plus the 7.5 inches for my sides. Finally, divide that in half. That means that this side needs to be 28.5 inches wide. Sometimes the edges aren't perfect, so I'll trim material from both sides to make sure that they're flat. I'll measure 12 inches and then an additional 3 3/4. Set aside what you've removed for later. I'm going to measure 3 3/4 on the side. Because of how we're going to fold the sides in, I'm going to measure and mark 1 board thickness down from this line. I prefer to use my hobby knife to score. When scoring, you only want to cut the top layer of paper and some of the foam. Stop your score line when you've reached this point. Score this secondary mark instead. Now I'll go back and cut this portion all the way through my board. Gently bend. This will give you a nice corner. Use these steps to make your other side. Don't forget to measure and score the opposite side of this first one. I'm going to trim down the piece of foam board that we removed earlier to create a brace piece. I have my 2 halves ready, and it's time to assemble. I'm using duct tape to attach everything. Because we'll be covering it with fabric later, you won't see the tape. I'm going to attach my brace piece as well. I've laid out a piece of batting and applied some spray adhesive to the outside of my board. This isn't necessary, but I personally find it helps. I'm using some pins to hold the batting in place. Just remember to remove them before wrapping your fabric in the next step. I'm going to trim the corners. Trim away any areas that have an abundance of extra. I've laid out my fabric and made sure to line up my board. The amounts of fabric you will need will vary depending on the size of your cornice board, the width of your desired fabric, and the pattern of the fabric if you choose one. I'm able to use the stripes to help me line up my board. I like to use white glue in addition to staples to hold things in place. You can use a more heavy-duty stapler and staples, just be sure they don't puncture through the front of your project. Secure this entire side. Flipping the project around, we're going to pull the fabric taut and attach this side. After you've done that, we move to the sides. I need to trim away some of the fabric. I'll wrap and secure the side. An extra set of hands might be useful for helping hold the board up in this step. I'm making a point to fold this area nicely because it's the bottom edge and might be seen. Then fold and secure the top corner. Allow any glue to dry before hanging. If you can see up into your cornice board, you can use additional fabric to conceal your tape and edges. If you try this craft out, we'd love to see it. Our social media links can be found in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If there's a foam board craft that you'd like to see a ready to craft of, let us know in the comments.